Okay, so I'm hungry. What you're looking at is another concept that I did yesterday. And before we get into it, I want to say thank you to everybody who commented on my video, everybody who has been messaging me on Google Plus, which I'm about to check right now. Okay. That's so cute. So I try to respond to the comments as I see them in my feed and try to show support to all of those who have asked me to, because you showed love and support to me. So I try to, reciprocate that. So thank you to everybody who commented and responded and showed love on my channel and my videos. I really appreciate it. I also want to give a special shout out to Josh, aka the producer kid, because he kind of inspired this, sort of, kind of. And so I say that because yesterday he made a video that and he tagged me in it, and he was like, well, I used the two sounds that you used in your last video, and I wanted to see what I could do with them. So I this is what I did with them. So I listened to the video and I was like, okay, I like that. Of course, he hadn't like really arranged it the way this is, but he had it in like one scene, and he was playing it one scene at a time, the way he said he had heard it in his head. So I was like, that's what's up. And to me, because I know him, he's really, really good with a snare roll. And I'll leave his the video in the description box, so if you guys want to check it out to know what I'm talking about, then you can do so. So after that, I called him, and because I was gonna comment and say, well, if you send me yours, I'll send you mine, because we do stuff like that. So I called him and I was like, I like the video, I like the whole concept of the video and the beat and stuff. He was like, yeah, thank you. And he was telling me how he really liked the stuff that I was coming up with, and how my videos and stuff. So one thing led to another. We started talking about song structure, and then we started talking about how it would be good if we could take the concepts that we had came up with in the past, or right now, and we could structure them in the way that either we could sing or rap on them, or somebody else could in general, or just to be, if people wanted to listen to them, then they would be in the right format or the right structure, a hook, a verse, a bridge, an outro, an intro, stuff like that. So I was like, okay, so I went and I researched, because I had no clue. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. Like, I had no clue about all this stuff. I just knew that I liked some stuff that I heard on the radio and the instrumentals that I heard, and I just liked them. I didn't know how they went about being structured and arranged, stuff like that, which really isn't hard. That's what I found out. But I was like, well, that's cool or whatever, so we should try to do that. So I ended up telling him about the concept that I had for my mixtape, which I've been saying that I wanted to come out with forever, but because I didn't know how to structure the concepts that I had, I just was stuck. And I was like, well, I don't know. It'll come out when it come out. So I told him about the rap that I had in my head, and about how I wanted to talk about my experience with church, but in a way that it relates to certain people, and how, I wanted my mixtape to make people dance and make people think in a way. So I was telling him about that, and how I wanted it to be called Tell the Truth and Shame the Devil. That's what I wanted to call it, because I'm a Jesus freak and I love God, in life and in death. So that's just me. So we talked about that, and then before I got off the phone, I told him about how I had updated the Mulan sample and whatnot, and I put like a little corny tag to it. So if you guys want to listen to that, the ending is not right, because like I said before, I didn't have the structure. I didn't know what the structure was. So now that I have a structure, I can go back and fix it the way that I feel like it needs to be fixed. And so I told him that I updated, I put it on SoundCloud, and he went and checked it out, and he went and shared it on Twitter, and he went and somebody favorited it. And so I was like, that sounded so retarded. They favorited it, and and so I was like, that is like real dope. I'm like, thank you. I didn't think he was gonna do all that, but just thank you. Everybody's like, I like this and whatnot. So anyway, I told him, I said, well, now that I have this idea. I'm gonna go out and try to research and see what I can do. So I looked up song structure and I learned about what a rap structure was and what, you know, a pop structure was and what an R&B structure was or what it was supposed to be and how it's made up of, you know, basically 4 bars. You got 4 bars, you got 8 bars, you got 16 bars. Some rap songs are 12 bars or whatever. So that's what it was. And so I'm like, okay, now that I know that, I can try to do it to that, whether I'm going to sing or rap to it myself or I'm going to put it somewhere so somebody else can. And then if they want me to change it, I can do it according to the structure that it's supposed to be. So I'm like, boom. So I said, I'm going to see what I can do. So I sat out and this is what I came up with. And yeah, so here we go. The last thing is just repetitive, so I didn't want to play that. So that's what it is right now. It's far from done. And you may see like stuff that I put up at the top, like hook, verse, hook, whatever. I was listening to it and I was like, this sounds like a hook. And then this sounds like a verse. And some of them I didn't arrange in the right spot. So that's why you see that. It's like verse, hook, whatever. And I gotta stop saying whatever. And so, like I said, it's far from being done. Just like the Mulan sample, it's done, but it's not arranged right. But now that I have the structure, then I can do it the way that I feel that it needs to be done. And then if I want to put something to it and sing to it, then I can do so because I have the structure. So now, with that knowledge, I could go back and I can fix stuff like, where's it at? What they at though? What they at though? No, that's not. Where was it? Oh crap. Oh Lord. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to use this one as an example because I was trying to use another one but I can't find it. So we can change this. That one or something. I don't know. I wasn't really going for that one. I was going for another one. But the concept, I mean, the idea is still the same. Yeah, that is still the same. I can't find it. And I don't feel like going to find it. I don't. Comment, thumbs up, subscribe, give feedback and love. If you message me on Google Plus, I'll respond as soon as I wake up if I'm not asleep, and I'll respond to it. Now, if you need me to check out your channel or whatever have you, I'll probably do it on my own, on the court. I'll just go check it out. Especially if your channel is related to music, then I'm all over it. So, I love you like Christ of the church, no more, no less, and I will talk to you later.